So for quite a while now, we have been talking about ways that we refuse the grace of God in our lives, how we make it of null effect. And the last thought that I want to mention here that I had been speaking about here was refusing chastisement, not accepting when God chastises us, not accepting it as something coming out of love, not accepting it as actually a form of grace in our lives. And so just want to read a portion now. This is Hebrews 12, 9 through 13, I think. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall not we much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? For they verily for a few days chastened us after their own pleasure, but he for our profit, that we might be partakers of his holiness. Now, no chastening for the present seems to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward yields the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them that are exercised thereby. Wherefore, lift up the hands which hang down, and the feeble knees. Make straight paths for your feet, lest that which is lame be turned out of the way, but let it rather be healed. Just an amazing, amazing portion, and of course I won't be able to do justice to it in 3-5 minutes here, as we usually have this short communication, but just a simple outline maybe of that rather large portion. So earthly fathers, okay, that's one. There was temporary correction, and with temporary results that refer to this life, okay. And it was only according to our earthly fathers' short-sighted views. What they considered right, what they considered wise, what they considered meaningful in our lives, okay? But our Heavenly Father, okay, now this is a different story. This is a correction of eternal significance, with the eternal purpose of partaking in His holiness, becoming partakers in His holiness, in heaven and in life here already. Also, it is a correction according to God's wisdom, all right? That's an important difference. It's so far superior to our earthly fathers, who had their opinions, understanding, but they were limited by their time, by their upbringing, by their understanding, whereas our Heavenly Father is not limited by any of that. So if we appreciated the attempt of our earthly fathers for our growth, because we believed that they did it out of love, which we did, how much more should we be grateful for our Heavenly Father doing this in our lives, when He corrects us, when He chastises us, for a better eternity and actually for a better life on earth. Much more, I guess, just as much more as this is lower than this. All right, so that's the first point. And the second one is that the writer here agrees. This is not to say that chastisement is enjoyable. I would refer back to that picture the other day that, when the plant grows, like a grape, a vine, grows, the vine grows, you want grapes to grow on it, then you have to trim it. It just has to happen. And it seems cruel. It seems almost like you don't even let that poor thing live. But you want it to grow grapes, not more twigs, not spread out and reach to more places without any purpose. So it's not enjoyable, to our heart and thinking or understanding. We do not understand it. It's hard to accept. But the writer of Hebrews encourages us to accept chastisement from the hand of God because he knows what he's doing. That's basically the point, okay? And the third point here, the last one, is that he tells us to help those who are discouraged in the way, to help them take their walk more seriously, to move forward in the will of God, okay? Because maybe they have lost their heart in chastisement. Maybe when they faced some obstacle that God put before them and said, this is not the way, they misunderstood it and believed that God just doesn't want them to go anywhere or something of the sort. They are disillusioned, disheartened, discouraged somehow. And, and you can encourage them by saying, hey, this is not something awful happening to you. This is not something horrible happening to us. It is God working to our benefit even in this hardship. This is what I'm trying to do here in these mornings, helping to see that this, helping to see this actual fact, that this is chastisement is a form of the grace of God coming to us, and we ought not reject or be discouraged by it. And I hope it helps. God bless your day.